Hello Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. We're going to get into your message. I already started your pre-shuffle, so we're going to look into the situation, the challenge. We're going to see who you're connected to, and we will clarify the cards. So your overall energy is call, hearing from them with I'm sorry, apology, and truth. Okay. So you could be receiving a message from this person. I definitely feel like you're going to be in the comfort of your own home when you receive this message. Somebody here wants to be honest with you. They may even apologize. This could be somebody that was concealing their feelings. Now, this could go two ways because I'm getting that this person, you may have already connected with them and they want to be honest with you, call you and talk to you about how they're feeling that they were suppressing, okay, that they weren't being honest about. But I'm also getting another message where you could be talking to this person and this person ends up saying that they're not really ready for a relationship, they're not looking for a relationship, and that you guys should just stay friends, okay? So that's the two messages that I'm kind of picking up on. And I do feel like this message is going to be coming in the next couple of days. To maybe, I'm not seeing too like long within the distance, maybe like 2 weeks, no more than 2 weeks, okay? But it feels like with turmoils coming ahead, yeah, this is their energy coming towards you, okay? The situation is not showing true feelings or true self and then being clarified by healing and releasing. So this could be somebody that, again, they're wearing a mask and they want to heal this situation. Or again, it could be on the flip side where they're wanting to release this situation. So it's kind of going both ways. This can also represent that this person did this in the past where they released you, but they weren't being true to themselves, okay? So let's actually... I would like to get more, especially when it comes to this person's energy and storm. So storm, turmoils coming ahead. What is this? Yeah, this is the masculine here, okay? And it seems like this masculine is in a pretty dark space or a dark place. Or they, yeah, regrets. You see regrets and mistakes. My first instinct was, when I pulled the cards, was that this person regrets cutting you off. Maybe this person cut you off pretty quickly without, you know, giving a chance, or, right? Like somebody here was not being honest. This person may regret this, or I feel like they do regret that. They could be hiding in the shadows. They don't want to be seen. I feel like this masculine can also have a big ego. They don't want to look silly, okay? That could be the reason why they are holding back from you. This person could be sending you songs. Yeah, reconciliation and rebuild with no contact. This is a no contact situation. Somebody could wear like a watch. I'm getting a watch on the left hand. So I feel like this masculine is in a dark spot, or they're kind of wanting to hide, again, with this mask. They were hiding their feelings, and now I feel like in some way they're kind of like, why did I do that? I think I made like, you know, a bad decision, impulsive decision. I didn't think things through. Okay. Let me see your energy with safety and comfort. Let's see your energy. Safety, comfort. For me, this is kind of giving me like healing energy. There's something to do with maybe you sitting on your patio. You could have lights. There's something to do with lights. Okay. It's a very like warm setting. Okay. Let me see your energy here. Hookup, one night stand. Yeah, this could be somebody, like I'm getting, this could have been somebody that you hooked up with. This could have been somebody that, or that this person is going to message you. And you guys are going to have a vulnerable conversation, which may lead to something more. I'm not saying you should, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just reading the energy. But this can even be somebody where you had this one night stand, or you had this short time with this person, and they may have told you with the challenge, non-committal, independent, friends, influence, that we should just stay friends, or I'm not really looking for anything, or I don't think we're going to be a good match. Okay, this person feels like that was a mistake. For some, you may not have even hooked up with this person. Okay. Blocked, obstacles, intimacy. Let me see one more for your energy. Okay, we have proposal and commitment. Reconciliation and rebuild. Single parent responsibilities. You could be a single parent. Faded meeting. Important connection. Believe in the right time. So yeah, you could be a single parent. You don't have to be, but you are, I'm getting, you're focusing on your responsibilities. This person may come towards you and offer you some kind of proposal. Doesn't have to necessarily be engagement, but yeah, this person, I feel like they're gonna call you. They may even show up where you live. This feels like this masculine here again. They seem to be like in the, this could even be at night. This could be at nighttime. Or again, this person's kind of like in their feelings, sitting in the dark, thinking, okay, and I feel with this owl here, it's kind of this symbolic meaning of seeing through the shadows, being honest with themselves, cutting through the truth. This person may want to, I am getting that this is somebody that wants to open up. So they may offer you commitment. This person might even end up being vulnerable with you and expressing their feelings. Now, again, whether you want to or not, I'm not picking up somebody who was, this is not a toxic relationship. Let me make myself clear here. This was somebody that you were either getting to know, or you had a short thing with this person, a lived experience. But whoever this person was, they weren't really being honest with themselves. And now they're trying to find the courage to communicate. Okay, but they could even come towards you, offering you some kind of gift, or giving you, proposing something to you. And I feel like it may even lead to something. It may lead to you embracing them. Okay. Let's get one more. I'd like to get one more actually for this mask. Lies. You see, keeping secrets. And it's interesting because it's not really telling me as to what that is. That's why I feel, is this person cutting you off, or did this person cut you off and they cut you off too fast? Now they have regrets. I kind of feel like that's more the message. But it kind of feels like this person here, they could even be gaslighting me in this message, saying that they didn't want to be with you. That they just wanted to be friends. This person's hoping you compromise, okay? This person could have done this. Made you feel like, no, you're not, I don't want to be with you. But now this person is, this masculine is regretting that, okay? This masculine is thinking about this feminine here. For some, you may not give this person a second chance, or you feel like you're going to have to watch your back. Yeah, this person's going to want to compromise, make changes, making changes. This person's going to want to come and make changes to compromise. Let me get one more for the challenge. Yeah, you see right now there's no contact. There's silence here. This person, again, they may have told you, or their friends their friends influenced this connection. But there's something to do with independence or non-committal energy. This person's saying that, okay? And possibly cutting you off or being silent. Maybe somebody's trying to figure out, are you single? Are you with anyone? Are you dealing with anyone? Are you dating anyone? Okay. Okay, sorry about that. So let's continue. Let's see what this person, let's get more into this person's energy here. All right, let's see the situation here. Again, somebody was concealing their feelings. They were keeping something hidden. It feels like it's their feelings about this connection, about you. Let me see the situation. Yeah, the Lovers. What's the situation here? What is this? Lies and mask. Because again, this person could have told you that they want to release this, that they want to break free, or again, that they weren't looking for this. But then another part I'm getting is that they actually want to heal this now, because this is something that happened in the past. So it's kind of flip-flopping. Let me see the situation. We have the Three of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so it says, I feel safer in groups of friends, colleagues, or with family, having light conversations, drinking, or partying. So that can kind of be like the non-committal energy, friends, possibly being friends. I also feel, you know, if we go deeper into this meaning, this person wants to open up and share with you. This person may even want to drink with you, okay? Express themselves through drinking, okay? I feel like you had a really good time with this person. This is a very light, this is a very intense, yes, intense connection, but it was full of, I'm getting lots of fun and laughter, okay? This is somebody perhaps even in your friend group, okay? And that could have been the challenge as well. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. I started new routines to make sure I achieve all my goals, to be loyal, responsible, someone you could depend on. So it feels like they are working towards their responsibilities. They are working towards coming forward with an offer, Knight of Pentacles, and it's coming in pretty slow. It's a very slow moving energy. And I tend to take on more tasks than I can handle, so I can distract myself from my feelings until I fall into exhaustion or illness. Again, this is them hiding these feelings, concealing them, doing everything else but acknowledging it, okay? this, again, there's something to do with this masculine probably working a lot. Or, yeah, ignoring their feelings through work. And then we have the Hanged Man. I'm taking a break from everything so I could meditate and release my old ways of thinking. So it feels like this person could either be going on vacation, they could be taking a break from work. Okay, because the Ten of Wands, it feels like this person could be experiencing some some stress, headaches, burnout. Ten of Wands can also represent a burnout. So this person could be burning out and they need to probably even take a vacation, or even just emotionally detach from this connection, from this situation. They needed to meditate. Yeah, they needed to perhaps take a break from, this could even be from you, so that they can think about what it is they want. Okay, let me see this masculine's energy before we get into the challenge. What is this masculine's energy? King of Wands. Let me see this masculine's energy. Again, regret, mistakes. Knight of Cups. You woke up my feminine side and I'm feeling very romantic. You inspire me to listen to love songs. Okay, so again, okay, excuse me. This person's energy, Pisces energy. We also have Taurus and Pisces again. This person could be listening to love songs. This person could be more in touch with their feelings now, and they want to come forward and express them. Again, they also regret not expressing their feelings sooner. So you're inspiring this person to open up because it's an action card. So it could have been when you were speaking. Yeah, I just saw the Four of Cups. I'm not ready for a relationship. I got used to my routine and it's safer to continue my current lifestyle. Again, this person may have rejected and said we should just stay friends. I don't think it's going to work out. Okay. And it could very much be that they may have felt burnt out at the time. They weren't really being honest with themselves. And I feel like now that they're probably in this contemplation, meditation, they're seeing that they do want to open up. They do want to express themselves. This person could have been betrayed in the past. This person may have even ended this before you could end this. I prefer to end things before they even start to avoid that type of pain again, because they're afraid of possibly being rejected or because this feels like a very hardworking masculine where they put a lot of time and energy, and they may have gotten betrayed in the past because they gave so much of their time and energy and it wasn't reciprocated. This person is feeling, again, they may not have felt these feelings in a long time for someone. And perhaps when you came into this person's life, it was unexpected with the storm. It was unexpected encounter. Let's see. And you're kind of like awakening this person to express themselves in a loving way. Let's see this masculine's energy, please. Yeah, the moon. Somebody's moon could be in Pisces. So this person may have had childhood wounds. Okay, so I easily start thinking the worst case scenario. I know most are illusions, but they feel so real. Yeah, so again, this has something to do with fears. It has something to do with blocks, emotional blocks. They allowed their past. It doesn't have to go as far as their childhood, but it's their past fears and experiences that perhaps block them from opening up. Two of Cups. I know we have a deep connection. I feel it too. It's like you were made specifically for me, or especially for me, my perfect match. Okay. So yeah, this person's really in their feelings. Heavy emotions. This masculine feels like they are very sensitive. They may not show it. Okay. With the devil here and the King of Cups, this person could drink. It's hard for me to face my pain, so I indulge in short-term pleasures or substances. I know it's not good. And the reason I just say they could drink is because of the King of Cups. Or they may not know how to process their emotions with this King of Cups. So they indulge in short-term pleasures. Okay, again, I feel safer in groups, friends, colleagues, with family, having fun, like conversations, drinking, or partying. So this could be somebody who is just used to probably partying, not, you know, again, they may not have been really ready for anything serious at the time, or maybe your kind of depth in love and the way you were showing up, they weren't ready for that. They weren't ready for that kind of relationship. Okay. Yeah, I feel grounded in my emotions. I want to hold you. I'm not letting up. So again, this person they're learning how to be in this King of Cups energy. I don't think they're just starting to see the signs is what I'm getting. Just because this person is coming through as the Knight of Cups. But it's hard for them to sit with these emotions, not just with you, but just to honor them. Okay? There could have been like shame. Something to do with shame, feeling shame around these feelings. But this person I feel like they're noticing this. Yeah, I'm finally ready to put the past behind me and let go of all the people and situations that are toxic. I'm creating space for us, the Death card. So they are letting go of this unhealthy habit. They're letting go of perhaps not being emotionally available. They weren't emotionally available at the time. They weren't ready to receive you the way that you needed them to receive you. Let me see your energy, because again, we have hook up one night stand with proposal and commitment. So this person could want to propose something to you. Let's see. Let's see your energy here. Okay, we have the Emperor in society. So I definitely feel like this is an Emperor. Okay, now this could be you too. In society, status is high priority. Okay, I follow rules. I like having control over others. I follow strict rules and have high demands or expectation. This could even be you too. You have high expectations. You have high demands. Okay, you have high standards. You know what you want and you're not going to settle for less. Okay, this is how you could be. And this could even be with proposal. Like, what are you proposing? What are you, are you just going to say these things? Are you going to fall back into a routine? Like, what is it that you're going to, how are you going to show me that you mean it? How are you going to show me that you're serious about this? Because you're coming through as the Emperor. You're even looking for an Emperor is what I'm getting. So you also have strict rules and high demands for yourself and for your partner. So you're looking for an Emperor. Yeah, the Lovers. The connection I have with you is so deep and profound on all possible levels. Yeah, sexual, spiritual, emotional, and intellectual. This is kind of what you're searching for. This is what you're looking for with the Hierophant. Commitment. A long-lasting relationship, right? This is, I'm getting, it's like, it's work, but it's not like strict. It's not like, black and white, but you just know what you want and you have high demands for your partner and you have high demands for yourself. Let's get one more. And this is what you're looking for. This is what you're searching for. And I feel like you see it in this person. You've experienced it with them. But they weren't completely vulnerable. They were still hesitating, and you felt that. Okay, the Tower and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they were kind of like in and out. I kept delay leaving my comfort zone of bad habits, but now all has fallen apart. I'm forced to face my pain in a rough way. So this is actually coming after this Devil, which is good. I get my value from work, so I tend to take more than I can handle. Again, this person takes on more than they can handle. They take on more than they can chew. I don't know how to balance my life. They were doing too much. They had too many things going on, and I feel like the last thing on their mind was this relationship, you know? Not that you were the last person on their mind, but they couldn't show up for you the way that you needed them. Okay, kind of feels like a suppression or a defense mechanism. Let's see. And you also don't want somebody to just, like I'm getting, you want somebody who's hardworking, yes, but you don't want somebody who runs away from their problems to go indulge in work. Right? Let's get one more for your energy. The Six of Wands. Every time we get past our arguments and get on the same page, I feel on top of the world and I succeed in all I do. I'm not doing reversals, but the Six of Wands came out in the reverse. And this came out in the reverse in the last reading too. So I feel like this is kind of like the same person here that we're connecting with. Where you may feel that when I get past an argument with you, I feel on top of the world. I feel motivated. I know we're headed in the same direction. This time is in the reverse. So you kind of feel like, I don't know if we're on the same page. Because you may not be talking to me. Okay? The Strength card. I'm learning how to control my life from within and not with external acts and forces. Now, this could even be you. I feel this is the only way I could be your match. Learning how to also let go of control. Because the Emperor can be controlling. I'm not saying you're controlling, but again, you have that like high demand. Aries, you have Aries, Leo and Gemini in your chart, okay? Or you could, but again, it's like you could have had high expectations, not saying that you shouldn't, but at the same time with this Gemini, which is more of a mutable energy, it's kind of being a little bit more balanced between, okay, you know, I have these demands, but at the same time, I can also be a little bit more flexible with the Strength card. I'm learning how to control my life from within and not with external acts and forces. So it kind of feels like you needed it to be a certain way. Could have been like, again, controlling here. But you're learning how to just, to give like space or let go of the reins. I'm getting let go of the reins a bit instead of like really pulling. So my family is very dear to me and I want you as part of it, but also to build a new one in which, so yeah, you want a family with this person. This is something that you want. These could even be conversations that you're having with them. Okay, let me see the challenge. I'm going to go check on my banana bread. So just give me a second. Okay, so very interesting. Yeah, I kind of feel like this person wasn't really ready before. They weren't ready to again be your match, and I feel like now they're ready. Okay, that was kind of the download that I was getting when I went to go take out my banana bread. This person is like, now they're ready for that. Now they're ready to have that conversation or to be what you need them to be. Four of Wands. Let me see the challenge though, because again, I feel like this is kind of the past. Now this could even be present in terms of why they're still holding back, but let's see the challenge. Page of Cups. Okay, so since I met you, I started receiving creative ideas to start new projects, and I can't wait. Again, this is what I was getting. They weren't taking any action. This person now, they're coming through as the Knight of Cups, but before it was kind of just like the Page. They had this dream, they had this fantasy, they had those feelings, but they weren't making any moves, right? Because pages are just messages, or just thoughts, or just you may have felt like this person was also just saying things. That's why you're coming through is I want like a person that I want a partner that's also going to demonstrate, that's going to do, you know, not just say these things. Right? Page of Wands again. Let's see. So that could have been the challenge. The challenge is that they were, I don't want to say dreaming about it, but I feel grateful for everything in my life, especially you. I want to enjoy more happy times together. If you see, like this could be like things that they were telling you. These could have been messages that they were saying. I'm not saying that they didn't mean it. Okay, but I feel like this was the challenge where they weren't showing it. They weren't taking much action. Let's see the challenge. Or, yeah, let's see. What's the challenge? The Six of Cups. So despite it all, I cherish all of the time spent together. I'm thinking of new ways to bring peace and harmony between us. Okay. Yeah, I feel the Eight of Wands fell out. So again, there's something to do with action. Let's get one more. What was the challenge, or what is the challenge? The Page of Swords. I'm becoming more curious about you and who you really are, but also I feel inspired to learn new skills. And you see, again, this is all pages. So they're just like kind of thinking about it, or they're reminiscing, they're in their feelings, they're thinking, you know, thinking about the times that they spent with you, going back on memory lane, wondering, you know, Sagittarius was a good friend. Sagittarius was fun. Sagittarius was loving. Okay. But again, this is the challenge. The challenge is they're just thinking about it. The challenge is they're dreaming about it. They're not actually taking any action. King of Swords. I'm starting to feel more confident and more in my power, in my own decisions, and I can see clearly what actions I need to take. Yeah. So kind of feels now, yeah, they're coming towards you. King of Swords. I just saw the Six of Swords, Queen of Swords. So it's almost like they're traveling towards you. They're moving towards you. It's happening, I want to say slowly. There could have been some delays with the challenge here. But they were strategizing. They were thinking a lot. They were dreaming a lot. They were, you know, possibly typing up messages and then deleting them. But I feel like this person, let me see this overall energy. Because this person is saying, I want to call you. You're going to hear from them. Giving you an apology. Okay, Three of Swords. My heart was already broken when we met. Okay, or they're going to tell you that they're hurt about the decision that they made, and that's, yeah, it's almost like they broke their own heart. Okay, let's see. Queen of Pentacles. I'm starting to find balance between my financial and emotional life. I am more open to cuddle you, to hold you, and to kiss you. That's not what they're going to say, but that's how they're going to be showing up, right? Before they were all like, work, work, work. Again, not a bad thing, but they almost like they didn't really, yeah, we have the Tower and Judgment. Now I feel like they're more connected to their emotions. Again, going back to that feminine energy. They may have been broken or hurt in the past, so they kind of had to heal that and go through that on their own. Okay. Again, they were afraid of leaving their comfort zone, but in the past, I was making choices in careless or superficial way. Now I feel I have a higher duty, and everything I do must have a deeper meaning. This person could be going through an awakening. And yeah, they're seeing you differently. They're seeing this connection differently. The Ace of Pentacles. I feel so rich for knowing true love. I now see how easy it is to create wealth when you know someone like you to love. Take these messages with a grain of salt. They are a little bit like, for me, they're a bit like too, you know, like too, I don't know how, like what to, like how to define it. But Again, this is definitely, you know, how they're coming through, how they're feeling. They feel rich. They're kind of feeling that experiencing you, being with you, whatever they shared with you means a lot more, or it brings value. I'm getting, it brings value to their life. It brings more value to their life than just like work, because you want to be able to share that with someone. This person wants to share their love. They want to share their life with you. Okay. Let's see. New love. Okay, so honeymoon phase, childlike, moving on, new beginnings. Yeah, so this could literally be you having a new beginning with this person. You guys are going to be in the honeymoon stage. We have ghosted, disappear, silence, ignored, or I'm getting you were in the honeymoon phase with this person. You feel like it was moving in the right direction. Then maybe somebody ghosted, somebody disappeared, silent. Excuse me, somebody rejected, somebody wasn't, okay, somebody had anxiety. Let me see this person's energy now. Text message. So they're thinking about messaging you, calling you, sending you news with romantic feelings, and again, regret, mistake, guilt, wrong choice, apology. There could be distance between the two of you. You're going to be receiving an unexpected message that it's unfinished. I'm starting to think that these cards have the same, I feel like they have the same things. They're saying the same things, but they are just showing me differently. But it's confirmation. Okay. Storm warning, spiritual awakening, unfinished business. So upheaval, obstacle, wrecking ball, drama. This person's having an awakening that this feels like it's unfinished. And again, they want to message you. It may be unexpected. They're going to tell you, they're going to confess that they could even want to come and see you, would travel because you guys are apart. Now, this could be emotional distance, but it could also be physical. This person is regretting, they're regretting not taking action. Yeah, and you're going to be really happy, or you're going to smile when you see this. You might even be shocked. Again, regret. This person's going to message you, or they're going to tell you, again, storm, that they made a mistake, that they can't stop thinking about you. Okay, that meeting you was, it's kind of meant to be, you know. Let me see your energy. Divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, supernatural, and karma. So something here ended for a reason. Maybe it was also for you. What was this reason? For you to know, okay, this is about choosing yourself, that you're not going to chase, that you're going to, if somebody, you know, makes that decision to, you know, walk away or pull away, you're going to choose yourself. You're not lowering your standards. There's something to do with, yeah, divine intervention. What is this? Or again, you're meeting, it's like serendipitous. This is a catalyst. I feel like this ending or something that happened between was a catalyst. It helped you to see something differently. I don't know how long you guys have been in separation for. But, yeah, let me see. Between the lines, hidden meaning, vague, speculate, and implicit. Yeah, something to do with, between the lines, like almost like you were caught. There was some kind of hidden meaning, like the lines or the road here was like, this person doesn't feel anything. This person, you know, expressed their feelings. They don't want to be with me. And then this other part here was just like, but I feel connected to them. But I also feel like they do love me. Okay, that love is like, it's not only something you say, but it's really something you feel. And it's something you demonstrate. Okay, let's get one more. There's something. Magnetic attraction. Alluring, lust, irresistible, and flirting. Take a chance, risk, leap of faith, and strategy. Okay, with healing. So somebody wants to take a leap of faith and heal this connection. You could be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. You could be seeing 222. You could be seeing, I'm also getting something to do with music. Maybe this person is sending you songs. I keep picking that up as well. You could be, you know, passing by some, like a place where maybe you had shared with them. Not that you're searching for it, it just happened naturally. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's get these ones. Yeah, this definitely feels like a soulmate. Okay, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I feel like, again, with divine intervention, this is a spiritual connection, or it awakened something within you or within them. Maybe you were already kind of spiritually, maybe you already had a spiritual awakening before. Okay, you deserve love. I feel like this has something more to do with you knowing that you deserve love, like you are worthy. There's something to do with you needed to really see that I am worthy. Like yeah, deception. Someone is wearing a false mask. With soulmate, separation, and reconciliation. So this is somebody that's your soulmate. You're in separation, but they want to reconcile. Okay, with this deception, somebody was not being honest with themselves. New love. Okay, yeah, unrequited and trust. So again, this person, it kind of made you feel like, okay, that it was unrequited. Like this person didn't feel the same way, that there was no chemistry. But I feel like you felt that chemistry. Okay, you felt that spark. Okay. But there was something that you needed to release. Probably negativity, or you didn't take it upon, you didn't look at yourself and be like, what was wrong with me? Okay. I feel like you kind of just looked at the situation objectively. Okay, but regardless, this person is, feels like this person is coming in to tell you how they feel. Let's see. Okay. This person may have felt like you were too good to be true. So it feels like they were looking for something. They were finding faults in you. Devoted. Afraid. Yeah, they were afraid to devote themselves. They were, okay, with I see your name everywhere. And I deserve so much more than what you have to offer. I feel like this is you. With I feel like an idiot. Or this person made you feel like they could do better. Like there's more that they could get. You know, that there's, again, it could have been superficial. But this person made you feel, or this is what they were saying. You may not have felt this way. And I think that could be the lesson. Where it's even if this person, yeah, maybe in the past they made you feel like you weren't deserving of it. You weren't worthy of it. You weren't on their level, like 3D, you know, type of level. But you're learning that I know who I am. I don't have to prove myself. Right? So this person may have made you feel like you weren't deserving of it. Yeah, 1111. You could be seeing 1111. 222. Again, something to do with 222. What goes around comes around. And this person's in love with you with I love you. And they're feeling, yeah, they feel connected to you. Not only emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, but even physically. Like, yeah, physically too. Look at this. what goes around comes around. So they pushed you away or made you feel like they weren't like you weren't deserving, or they didn't want to fully devote themselves, commit to you fully. But now with what goes around comes around, they're realizing that they're in love with you. They can't stop thinking about you. They're dreaming about you. They tried to ignore you with work, but it's like you're still there. You're still there. Whether you were with this person physically or you weren't, this person is still feeling this. Okay, they may have been arrogant. Again, they may have made, right? Yeah, like I can't give you what you want. Maybe they also made you feel like you were hard to please, like you were difficult. Okay, I feel like this has more to do with them not knowing what they wanted, or they were confused. But this person is realizing that that they're ignoring their feelings. Okay. Yeah, I think about the times we spent together with yes. They were ignoring their feelings, and now they're thinking about the times that they had and they shared with you, because something is pulling them back in, or they're remembering a time when they were happy, or they were remembering a time, or, you know, maybe, again, you may not have been in a relationship, or you guys were just talking. This person felt connected, or they felt like you guys had a lot of things in common. But again, this person could have been ignoring this. They're missing you. Okay, they're missing your conversations. They're missing laughing with you. They're missing having a good time, joking, flirting, whatever it is. They just miss you. And this is where they're realizing that I need to be honest with myself. I have been lying to myself. Okay, good advice from a wise person. Owl. Again, owl. So maybe somebody had given them advice, somebody wise, somebody who has experience, and not like I'm getting for some, they could have, in the past, they could have spoken to some of their friends who didn't really have that experience, who didn't understand this level, okay? But this person is getting advice from a wise person, and they are, we have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Okay, so they're getting good advice to birth something new with you, to conceive something here with you. Butterfly, a change for the better. And woman. So this could be you, this could be them, or this is somebody that they are talking to. They could be talking to like a mother figure. They could be talking to maybe somebody who recently had a child, or somebody that they're, you know, that's wise. Doesn't have to be a woman. Okay, yeah, this person is, they're heartbroken over what they no longer have. So they were they broke their own heart, and then they may have spoken to somebody that had kids. There could have been a woman here, maybe a friend, a wise person. Yeah, money will be coming towards you. I feel like this is also abundance. So not only money, but it's like, yeah, the sun. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, wealth. You see, so it's not just money. It's wealth. Okay. So whoever this person is, they're very wise. They may have given this person advice to put their pride aside, getting together with friends. Yeah, this person may have got together with friends and started talking to this person. And this woman, it feels like it's a woman, okay? A friend, family, or it's like a friend of a friend, or whatever, sister, aunt, okay? They spoke to this masculine, and they were telling this masculine, get back to the basics, okay? They told this masculine to be honest with yourself, be truthful. It seems like you have feelings for Sagittarius. It seems like you have a lot of love for Sagittarius. Why haven't you messaged Sagittarius? You know, this, they're giving very wise advice. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Let me know if it resonated, and I will see you next time. Bye.